Alright, so today's video is probably just going to be for beginners. You know, if you're thinking about getting into figure collecting or you've already started getting into figure collecting, these are just some tips that I can generally give you to help keep your figures in good condition. Because, you know, obviously you spend a pretty amount on these figures. They ain't cheap. For example, this one right here, 1/8 scale Shinobu. Actually, she's probably one of the less expensive figures, but, you know, $100 I think I got her around that price. Still freaking expensive, so... You know, you want to keep these in good condition because, you know, it's always nice to keep good stuff in good condition. But also as well, if you ever decide to sell them, you can sell them. Because, you know, there's usually always going to be someone out there that's going to want something from your collection. Alright, number one, I guess keep them in a cool temperatured room. Alright, so if you live in like anywhere really hot and your room gets hot, you might want to invest in an air conditioner. They don't do very well to heat, so keep them in a cool temperature. You know, the paint can end up getting warped and stuff, so yeah, not good. That kind of leads you into point number two, is keep them out of direct sunlight, okay? No windows or anything. The sunlight's going to end up shining on the figure, and over time, you're just going to get really splotchy parts on the figure because the paint's just going to dull out, you know, fade away. Yeah, it's not good. I personally don't have any windows in my room, actually. And my room's actually, well, except for one. Well, two. Three, I guess. But they're all kind of connected in one panel. It's like behind my desk, if any of you guys have noticed, through the window. You can't see it obviously in this camera frame, but you know, it's over there. Yeah. My room is also generally cold because I live downstairs. It's the coldest part of the house. And I live in Canada, so it just adds to the coldness. So I usually don't have to worry about temperature, heat, and stuff like that. So yeah, it gets pretty cold here. Alright, number three is dust. Dust is the most common thing you're going to be facing when, you know, taking care of your figures because, you know, it just builds up. Now, it's ideal to dust your figures every 1 to 2 weeks, I'd probably say. At least once a month if you're really lazy. You don't want to let dust build up. Your figures are just going to look dull and old. Paint's going to start to deteriorate. And, you know, the dust will just end up sticking to the figure and it'll be a lot harder to clean. Some tools that you can use to clean off the dust is, I just use some cheap makeup brushes I got my sister to get me. You can use a Swiffer duster as well. I use that too. Canned air, you know, the stuff that you use to clean out keyboards and stuff. Yeah, you can use that as well. Microfiber cloths, you know, you name it. If you're really lazy and you don't want to dust as often, you can display your figures in like a cabinet of sorts, you know, a glass case. I personally have a Detolf that I got from IKEA, 2 actually, and they relatively keep the dust out very well. You know, I rarely have to dust these ones. Still dust them every once a month just to be safe. And they look nice too. You can set up LEDs. Oh, that's also a really good point. Some people like to display lights with their figures, and you want to be careful of what kind of lights you choose. I'd recommend LEDs, the safest, and they don't produce that much heat. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Another problem, I haven't personally experienced this yet, well maybe a little bit, but leaning figures is another problem for some people, because you know, some figures, they don't really have that much good support, right? Most of the time they're going to be on like one leg or something like that due to the poses and stuff, so you might end up seeing figures lean one side over time. There is a pretty simple solution to fix this. Now you just grab like a blow dryer and you heat up the piece of the figure that you want to bend back into its original shape. Obviously heat's pretty bad, but you know, if you want to fix a leaning figure, this is what you're gonna have to do. So after you heat it up, and because PVC is really bendable when it's heated, you bend it back to the shape that you want, and then just dunk it into some cold water so that, you know, the PVC can freeze up and solidify in the state that you bent it back to. So yeah. Number 5 is cleaning your figures. Obviously, sometimes your figure is just gonna accumulate some random crap on it. You know, sometimes I look at some figures of mine, I'm just like, where the hell did you get that fucking mark on your hand? That doesn't make sense. So what you could do is just grab a Q-tip, dunk it in some water. What the fuck is that even? Is doke even a word? Grab a Q-tip and dunk it into some water, add some soap on that shit, and just like dab it away at the place you want to clean on your figure. Another more effective way of doing this is grabbing a Mr. Clean magic eraser and, you know, using that to clean your figure. I would be pretty careful with that though, because you could end up taking off some paint with it if you use it like dangerously. So yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. God damn. If you guys got any ideas for videos, you know, feel free to tweet them at me or comment them down below, because I'm trying to think of some shit. I'm just like, what can I do? Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you guys later.
Hollywood crouch.
Ah, what the fuck did you come from?
Alright, let's go, bitch. Let's go. Dude, he's teleporting. We're gonna lose. Teleport those jutsu!
Dude, oh my god.
Yo, teleport those jutsu!